What's up guys, welcome to the boat Hairspring, Ivan here. In today's video I'm going to show you another watch that I bought from AliExpress. It's a Tudor BB58 homage by St. Martin. It's my first experience with this brand, but I've heard a ton of good things about it in terms of quality, so I really hope it lives up to its reputation. And if you're also wondering how does the St. Martin compares next to a Tudor BB, well, make sure you stay until the end of this video and you'll find out. Alright, so the watch arrived well packaged in this PVC case, inside of which you find a user's manual, a signed warranty card, a rather nice spring bar too, and a couple of screwdrivers which can help you with sizing the bracelet. Finally, you get a free NATO strap, which seems okay, but it would have been better if it were blue to better match the color of the dial. But hey, it's free, so can't complain. As already mentioned, I bought this watch from AliExpress, I'll leave a link in the description. I paid the full price of €270 and I went for the blue model simply because I think it looks nicer. The other colorway is black with gilt dial and a red triangle on the bezel, and you can choose between a PT 5000 movement or a Sellita SW200. However, if you go for the latter, the price goes up to almost €400, but more on that a little bit later. Now let's start talking about the watch itself. As always, dimensions go first. This St. Martin measures 40mm in diameter, it's about 11.5mm high, and the lug-to-lug distance is 48, while the spacing between the lugs is 20mm. So compared to a Tudor BB58, this St. Martin is a millimeter wider, a tiny bit thinner, while the lug-to-lug is the same. And as you can expect from a watch with such compact dimensions, it wears great. Here you can see how it sits on my 17 centimeters or 6.7 inch wrist. It's very comfortable, and with a weight of 137 grams, it feels neither too heavy nor too light. Next, let's talk about the build quality, and guys, here's where things start to become interesting. This is not your typical AliExpress watch, as it's really well made. The case, the bracelet, the bezel, the sapphire crystal, everything screams quality. And just have a look at how the end links fit the bracelet. There is zero play there, and the tolerances are very tight. Then let's check the 120 clicks coin edge bezel. It has a different knurling than Tudor's, but it's very grippy and its action is excellent. It's not as good as the 60 clicks bezel on my Black Bay, but it's definitely one of the better ones I've tried. It has no backplay and it's perfectly aligned. The bezel insert here is ceramic and it matches the color of the dial. You also get a screw down crown and case back, and as a result the watch is 200 meters water resistant. So the build quality is solid and I found no QC issues so far. Then under closer inspection, the St. Martin continues to surprise. The finishing is outstanding, the case is all brushed with the exception of these beautiful beveled edges that run across the lugs. Everything looks sharp, clean and well executed, and to be honest, I don't think there are many watches in the €300 to €500 price range that offer such premium finishing on both the case and the rivet bracelet. Speaking of the bracelet, it's a good one, it looks pretty much the same as the one on my Tudor. It's put together by screws, and I know that many people dislike the fake rivets, but I actually like them as they make the bracelet look different. Then the whole bracelet feels very solid, guys. It's 20mm wide, but it tapers down to 16 and then it goes up to 18mm for the clasp, which by the way is a proper milled clasp. Again, it's beautifully machined and it's signed with St. Martin's hexagon logo. There is no diver's extension though, but you do get 4 micro adjustment points. Sizing the bracelet and getting a perfect fit is fairly easy, but you should know that the screws are double-ended, so you do need to use 2 screwdrivers at the same time. Moving on, let's talk about the dial. From what I've seen, guys, most people that buy this watch go for the black gilt dial model, but I prefer the blue one as I think it looks amazing. So the dial itself is matte blue with white text and it sits behind a single domed sapphire crystal with air coating on the underside. The layout is the same as the one you can find on a Tudor. You get an applied logo and hour markers, and of course Tudor's signature snowflake hands, which I'm a huge fan of. What I really like here is that St. Martin has put a cap on the top of the handset, which is a small detail that makes the dial look a bit more refined. As you can see, the hands and the hour markers are well finished and generously filled with Super Luminova BGW9. Here you can see how it compares next to my Tudor on the right. Both have a nice and strong initial glow and both will get you through the night. One thing that needs to be mentioned here is that for an extra €20–25, St. Martin will customize the dial for you with a logo and printing of your choice. So if you don't like the hexagon logo, you can submit your own and they'll put it for you on the dial. I think it's great that they give you the option to do so, and I'll probably give it a go the next time I order a watch from them. Okay, just one more thing to talk about before I compare it to my Tudor Black Bay, and that is the movement. This watch is powered by the caliber PT5000, which is essentially an ETA2824 clone from China. From the information I could find, guys, production of this movement started in 2015 by the manufacturer HK Precision Technology. It has 25 joules and it beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour. So it's a 4 Hz movement, it's also automatic with hand winding, and it has a power reserve of 38 hours, while the stated accuracy is plus minus 12 seconds per day. I received this San Martin last week and it has been consistently running at plus 12 seconds per day, which is pretty good in my opinion. Being an ETA clone means that any experienced watchmaker will be able to service it, and the cost of service shouldn't be too high. If it is, then I suggest you replace the whole movement with a new one, as it costs less than €70 on AliExpress. That being said, the PT5000 seems to be a great choice, but if you're still skeptical about it, then you can pay the extra money and get the Sellita SW200 instead. And now the moment you all have been waiting for. I posted a photo of this San Martin next to my Tudor Black Bay in several Facebook watch groups, and many people were curious to know how does it compare against the real deal. Well, long story short, it compares really well. For a fraction of the price, 10% to be exact, the San Martin is a fantastic watch. Obviously, it's not better than my Tudor, but I believe it is the best Black Bay homage you can get for the money. My Tudor is 41mm in diameter and it's almost 15mm thick, so it's much more substantial, and although the San Martin is really well finished, the Tudor is even better. All the things that are better on the Tudor are the clasp and the crown action. That has to do with the fact that the crown is bigger, therefore easier to grip, and also because of the in-house movement, which has the smoothest hand winding I've seen in a watch. Obviously, the Tudor also has the heritage and brand recognition the San Martin doesn't, and its design is original. In addition, Tudor is also the one who invented the snowflake hands in 1969. But for €270, the San Martin is a major win, and if you're like me and you have nothing against homage watches like this one, then I highly recommend it to those of you who are in the market for a well-made Tudor Black Bay homage. And I'm telling you that as a person whose all-time favorite watch is the Tudor Black Bay. I mean, I like my Tudor even more than my recently purchased Omega Planet Ocean. And guys, I would like to point out one more time that I bought the San Martin by myself. I wasn't contacted by San Martin and I wasn't given any discounts. It's just a very nice watch. However, if I have to be nitpicky, I would say that the use of male end links may be not so great for people with small wrists. On my 17cm wrist, zero issues. Finally, the movement has a date ghost position, but that's all. There's nothing else I can complain about. The price seems fair to me considering what you get in return, but if you think it's too much, keep your eyes open for the upcoming AliExpress 11th anniversary sale, as I'm sure you'll be able to get some nice deals on this and many other watches listed on the AliExpress website. So this is it guys, my first watch from San Martin. What can I say, I'm really glad I gave this brand a chance, and I'm sure I'll review some of their other models in the future. I'm especially interested in their Omega Ploprof homage, I think it looks fantastic. Another one that has caught my attention is their James Cameron Sea Dweller homage. So stay tuned, as I have a ton of cool videos coming in the next following weeks, including a few Seikos, 4 or 5 G-Shocks, a couple of micro brands, and many more. That being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe, give my videos a thumbs up. Doing so really helps the channel grow and reach a wider audience. Take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one.